Alrighty, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a second or third installment of the 5 tips and tricks that all Dokkan players should know. Now, I've done a couple of these before, and I'm trying to make sure that we do not repeat any, so I think today we're going to be doing 5 things that you guys will find useful. Now, if you are a newer player, this is going to be especially useful, but if you are a veteran or an endgame player, I'm sure you're going to know most, if not all of these, but it could be nice to have a refresher for you in case that you have forgotten a couple little things in between, and some things that could really save you in a run, because we are going to be looking at some gameplay today, and then also some quality of life and convenience updates. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new, so you don't miss out on any of the Dokkan content that we have been doing around here. We upload every single day. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. Now, this is going to be a general kind of thing, right? When you are doing summons, multi-summons, single summons, all of that fun stuff, what I want you guys to do is start saving your Rs and your SRs. Mostly the SRs, you're going to see I don't have very many. I guess I have a lot more than I thought I did. But why do you want to save these, right? You're thinking like all they do is clutter up the box. Well, you are right. You can declutter the box by making these characters SR or Dokkan Awakening and Z Awakening these characters and getting them to a higher rarity. So, for an example, let's use this Goku right here, right? What we want to do is train him and awaken him into an SSR. Now, why are we doing this? Good question. We are doing this because he is now going to be able to be used as super attack food for another Goku unit that we would potentially want to level up the super attack on. So I can show you the difference in real time if we go over to the Goku family category. Now, hopefully I have a Goku that's at super attack. Well, it doesn't even matter, right? Let's find a base form Goku that isn't trained up. There's a lot of base form Gokus in this game, but it seems like I have most of them trained. Here we go. So now if we go over here, and you could see all of the different levels, right? So now that we've made our Goku into an SSR, the percentage for the super attack level is now 50 compared to the 5%. And you can see all of these different Gokus down here are going to be able to be used as a system for super attack levels. So what we'd want to do is potentially make all of these into SSRs or make them into URs or whatever. And this is now, instead of going to give us a 5% chance, it's going to give us a 50% chance. So you're literally getting the odds of getting a super attack level from using these by tenfold, right? So why is that important? Because we want to try and preserve Elder Kais and Dozen Kais when we can. So if we go over here and I should have filtered this out a little bit without the Gokus, but you can see here, we only have 166 of these and then 30 of these right now. That might seem like a lot, but when you start to pull like a lot of characters in succession that do not have the same name as other characters, you are going to run into an issue where you might find yourself low on these. So what we want to try and do is Dokkan responsibly when we can, and use the kind of SSRs and the SRs that we have at our disposal. The same philosophy can be held for SSRs that you don't have any usage for. So let's just say you pull like an SSR on a free multi that you don't need anymore, and you're not going to be able to get coins from it. Then you could potentially use that SSR to level up another super attack on a character. So that is the first tip I want to use for this specific video. Now let's move on to the second one, which is going to be kind of tied with the other one that we just looked at. Now, let's just do a random character. Let's use this Janemba just for fun, right? So if we train up this Janemba, what we're going to do is go right here. And for the sake of the discussion, let's just say we go to this, and oh no, I have 0 of the Dr. Gero medals, right? Now, you might be thinking, should I go farm them? What can I do to get these Dr. Gero medals in a quick matter of time? Well, this is going to be pretty simple. All you need to do is press this Baba icon right here, and then go to the second tab, which is going to be the Zenny shop. Now, the Zenny shop, I know this might seem kind of obvious, but there's a lot of things in here that if you don't scroll and take the time to look at, you might miss. Now, you can see all these support items, training locations, awakening medals. We can go down here, and with Zenny, let's go down to which one did we say it was? The Dr. Gero's for 37,000. You can buy 10 of these, and then essentially you can just hold this down like this if you really wanted to. So if you, for whatever reason, had 14,850,000 Zenny, you'd be able to buy up to 900. Well, I don't know exactly what the price on that is, but if you have like hundreds of millions of Zenny, you could buy 10,000 of these in one go. So you are no longer going to have an issue when it comes to having Gero medals, having bubbles. I know it was Gregory's. These guys used to be like, a living legend in terms of like, oh my god, I never had these, right? So if you needed to max out on these, you could essentially just hold down on this and grab those. And awakening medals for here are no longer going to be an issue for you going forward. I always just buy one of these when I can per day, because those are just like, those are items that you actually can't that aren't as easy to farm up as everything else. But keep in mind, you can also get them in the Baba shop as well with Baba points. So if you are potentially looking for more of those, you can buy them in here as well. So Keep in mind that this Baba shop, although a lot of it is stuff you have to farm up, like treasure and stuff like that, there is some pretty decent usage that you can get out of it with the Zenny shop as well. So let's go ahead and go to the third tip here, and this is going to be, there is a system within the game that you might not know because you probably haven't really played around with the menu yet, but there is what is known as the tag system in this game, where you could potentially put characters in filters that you want. So you can see I have a rainbow tab, so I can keep tabs on characters that I have at 100%, characters that I have link leveled, all of my LRs are in a tab, all of my Dokkan Fest exclusive units. I'm not completely caught up with that one, but summonable LRs, this is just stuff that I like to do to have fun, and sometimes I'll make like a tag for a video, right? Now, how do you do this, you might be asking? It's very simple. I'll turn it off just to show you. You can see now we no longer have the tab system. You want to go to like your little filter button, scroll down, and then where this says on and off, you just want to press on, and now we have this right here. So, like I said, if you want to, let's just say for an example, I wanted to add another rainbow unit to this. Now, I don't know if I have any that I could add to this tag, but let's just say for the sake of the discussion, this LR Rebrianne or something is rainbowed, right? All I have to do is press this, hit confirm, and then it's in, right? So that is how you use that system, and just in case you don't know about that, I think it would be something that would be useful for you, just so you can keep your units organized, and you can also brag about like your rainbow units and your link level 10 units. So those are all going to be for the general tips. Let's go ahead and move over to the gameplay side of things so I can show you some things that you could use in a run that could potentially save you. Okay, so we are here in an event. We are in the Cell Max event because it's going to lead to 2 tips. Maybe you can get a foreshadowing of what the next one's going to be. But here we are. So let's just say, for an example, you're in a turn, right? And you mess up and you grab the wrong orb with a character, right? You're like, oh, I wanted the 12 key with this character, or I need to grab another orb for something that I wanted. And you made a mistake. Well, there's a easy way that you can undo this, right? All you have to do is quit out of the app and then go back in, and it is going to give you a second chance in order to do the turn. Now, when it comes to like strategies that you can use with this, if there is like an active skill that you can use to get a condition and find a super attack, but you don't want to actually transform the character afterwards, you can do that. You can swipe up. This is shout out to anybody that did the OG God event back in the day. This was like a huge strategy in that. But what you would do is do an active skill, find the super attack, and then quit the app. And then all you have to do is put the character that you want to take the super attack in that spot. So now that we quit app, what we can do is go back and try and get the right amount of key that we need in order to play the game however we want. So in this case, we want the 11 key with Go Tanks, but there isn't really a way to get to it. Yes, there is. So there we go. See, we found a way to get to the 11 key, and now we are properly using the character. I'm going to throw him in slot 1 just for fun. What's the worst that could happen? We lose, right? But now you can see that we have the event or the turn set up the way we want to, and we're all good to go. Now, I hope that makes sense. We'll let this turn play out, and then a couple turns later, we'll be back, and this will be the last tip of the video. Yeah, good going, dummy. Use a giant form character to slow yourself down. Good going, pal. Okay, so we have reached the 5th and final tip of the video. This is going to be something that is a very, I don't know if very important is the right word, but this is going to get you out of a pinch in a very niche situation. Now, in this case, we're probably going to lose because of the hand that we were dealt in terms of like rotations and stuff like that. You can see we're literally only on turn 2, but in this case, you can see by the icon, it'll pop up in a moment, that with the arrows and the X, that Rebrianne is locked in slot 1, and we don't want Rebrianne locked in slot 1. So what do? There's an item that is going to be able to help you with this, and that is what is known as the Senzu Bean item. Now, the Senzu Bean item is going to fully heal you and then rid you of status debuff effects, right? And so the debuff that Cell Max has put on Rebrianne is that she has been locked into slot 1. So what we want to do is pop one of these, and now we are going to be able to unlock Rebrianne and move her off to the 3rd spot right there, where she's going to be a little bit more safe. Now, let's just kind of see if something funny can happen right here and we actually make it out of this turn, but I'm not feeling too great about it. Go Tanks needs to dodge the super. Okay, so now we're in an alright spot. He did come through for us, but he's still taking 100,000 on a normal, so his dodge procs did not come through there, and we are still probably going to lose, but this was also just kind of like a funny run or whatever, just to kind of get through it. But you can see here, this is what you're going to want to do. Use a Senzu Bean item, pop that bad boy, and then you're going to be able to mostly get yourself out of an annoying situation like that, and you should be good to go. So that was 5 tips that any Dokkan player could implement into their arsenal, and you are going to be able to get further along in the game. So let me know down below what you guys thought. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new so you don't miss out on any of the Dokkan content that I post around here. We post every single day, and you're going to watch me lose to Cell Max. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one.